guys, I am Chris Gaylor.
And I'm Amber Fossil Gujing Cosplay, and tonight we are back again, guys, with Vikings! Episode 3 of Season 1.
Yes, this one is called, wait for it, Dispossessed.
What happened last episode?
Ragnar made it to England, actually. It happened way faster than we thought it would, but I'm not gonna complain. We got introduced to monks from England. Most of them were killed in the attack, and a couple of them were left alive, and one of them actually speaks the same language, so... I mean, Brother Rollo was about to kill him, and I think it was obvious for us that the guy was there to show who's the strongest and just be murdering bastard, but Ragnar actually showed some restraint when it came to that guy in particular. He left him to live. I think he's interested in what he can teach him a little bit.
Okay.
But aside from that, they did say he was going to be sold as a slave, so... the chief is getting more and more paranoid. He thought for sure that by letting them go, they would die and he would never hear of them again, but then he went and killed the guy who made the anchor. And, I mean, he's...
Well, to be fair, though, he still went against his order and he made betrayal against him?
Well, technically not, because the guy just did his job. He built an anchor. He was paid to make the anchors. So, I mean, what's the deal? But no, I think he's over the top. He's seeing traitors everywhere, and wife is not helping, saying that we will prevail, like no one will get will be better than us, no one will kill us and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I mean, you're seeing enemies everywhere, so that cannot bode well for our guys coming back with their riches.
No.
Alright.
It doesn't.
Especially since this episode is called Dispossessed, I'm like, okay, I'm seeing conflict coming really fast. So yeah, let's jump in this episode.
Alright.
And see what happens.
No problem.
By the way, I went wild with the theories in episodes 1 and 2, but I'm getting like, I'm starting to see like how fast this is gonna go and which character we're gonna get to see, and I'm like, alright, okay, I thought the dad would die like in the first episode or something because of the doom, but apparently we're following him for now, so I'm okay with it. I'm okay with
it.
What is your name?
Oh my god, I like this shot. Like everything is great,
but the eyes.
I'm Ragnar. Lothbrok. It was foretold that divine punishment would fall upon God's chosen people for all our grievous sins. And so it has happened. And that is why I'm here. No. You're here because I spared your life.
Probably
you have something to give. You have something to teach and show. You're special. You're different.
Well, he's intrigued about why a stranger will learn the language.
It's an opportunity.
That's the first base, yes.
It's an opportunity.
I don't know why, but he gave the vibe of a weird uncle. Like a crazy weird uncle, yeah.
He's in love with that ship, and he's just really happy it worked. It's a totally different energy. When you leave, you've got the anticipation, but also the fear of not finding anything. Now they're coming back. Like there's no gray area. They're gonna be veneer.
Before you go in, you're terrified. Once you're inside, you're hyped for the thrill, and when you quit, you just want to go back again.
Ragnar Lothbrok, welcome back. We know you sailed west, across the open ocean, and found land and plunder, as you promised. So, let no man say any more that it is not possible. And we salute and praise you.
Yay for now! I hope it stays like this!
Who? Me? The brother is not liking it.
They're not mentioning him.
Canute? Too late. We missed the boat. I came to tell you that Earl Harrison summons you to attend him in the Great Hall. It'll be a pleasure.
In his head, he's already won the argument.
How did you find this place of great riches when all before you had failed?
My lord, we were more fortunate than others.
He had the compass.
We had Thor on our side.
But you understand that all this belongs to me. By right.
Oh my god, that's sucker.
My lord, me and Floki paid for the boat. Surely we're entitled to some reward in that crew.
You want me to pay you? When you took these things as easily as from babies?
Oh no. They went there thinking that they were gonna get some sort of reward.
They're gonna get pissed.
Here's what I've decided to do. Each one of you can take one thing from this hole. Now, all the world can see how magnanimous and generous is your lord. Especially since you disobeyed me. So, Ragnar Lothbrok, what will you choose?
I wonder if he's gonna keep the guy.
I will take the priest for my slave.
They did enhance his eyes. That's the greatest treasure out of all. I swear. But he can lead him to other places.
Why did you give everything away so easily? We wasted my time. I never should have believed in you.
He was looking for an excuse to kill us. Why would we go to Valhalla after such miserable and pointless deaths? This is not the end.
Is that just 5 seasons? Or no, it's not the end.
Like I said, that's a good thing he kept him because he knows so much about the other place.
What a hoard it is.
See what you've done, my lord. Never doubt your power. With just a few words, you've stripped Ragnar Lothbrok of all his treasure. He's nothing to you. You are all power, all authority. You can have whatever you want.
She's almost more dangerous than he is. Holy shit.
Oh my god, for a priest.
Old houses. He's human. He knows like what this is.
Proselytical study. Athelstan. We want to ask you something.
Come and join us.
What?
Come on.
I'm a monk.
Was that one of their fantasies?
I've taken vows of celibacy. I cannot touch a woman. Wouldn't you like to?
I mean, they're being nice, that's one thing.
Is that just like the chieftain?
I don't know. They just want to have fun.
Sin. Who would know? God would know.
What if you looked the other way?
I actually think it's nice and funny. It goes against his beliefs. Like, I mean, from his point of view, it's probably crazy, but they just want to have fun.
They do, but for him, it's the most ultimate scene, or one of them.
They're not forcing him. They offered. I actually think he's really lucky he ended in this family.
Why does your God need silver and gold? He must be greedy.
Like Loki. My God is not greedy.
Christian people give away their riches to the churches and monasteries in order to save their souls. What are their souls?
It's so different.
I want to learn some of your language. Will you teach me, priest?
I swear to God, he's the best guy that could have ended with them. He's curious.
And the more you learn, the more you're gonna be powerful.
Oh my god, yeah.
Because knowledge is power, guys.
My lord, how do you find your new slave?
I find him very useful, as you will discover. He has traveled a great deal, and he has told me that there are many countries to the west. He has also told me about his England, about its kings and its customs. He has informed me of a large town near to the temple that we raided before. And in this town there are other temples, and surely other riches.
No, I was lying. There's nothing there.
You see? This town is clearly worth a visit.
Oh, shit.
Very well. I sanction this raid on one condition. A warrior I trust goes with you. Canute.
Canute,
You
alright.
will go with him for my sake.
I think there's a part of him that's saying that just because he knew that if he did not talk his language, riches and pillage and stuff, he would not get the raid granted.
You were to navigate the sea.
Poor guy is just like, oh, I just sold out my country.
Oh, it's not gonna end up well for you.
Yeah, people are looking and stuff.
Run away if you want.
Yeah, run away
And be killed by, like, the others.
or take as a slave by another Viking, yeah.
He knows it too. He's aware of the power he holds, and he knows how to manipulate the people around him. Like I said, the king, I'm pretty sure all this talk of treasures was for him.
Oh yeah, sure.
We all wish you success. We will sacrifice to Odin.
Are you not coming?
What?
Oh,
He's taking her with them?
I want you to come with me.
Holy shit!
but now he knows that there's a place that he can go. It's not.
The children. Who is to be in charge?
The priest. I'll leave him with the key.
What?
Father, you cannot place a slave above me. Your natural son.
Shut
Don't
up!
regard him as a slave. He's a responsible person.
Oh.
I mean, he cut his cord and he followed.
If any harm befalls my children, I will tear the lungs out of your body. Priest.
She's not messing around.
Well, our children's safety are in his hands.
I know. It's so harsh because I mean they're so different from one another, and I'm like, I don't want the guy to go to England and just destroy monasteries and kill priests and steal. Although I kind of think that's not the entire reason why he's going, but they keep just enhancing his eyes. It's crazy. But although I think I know why they did that.
Why?
It's like putting the light in his eyes. Like he's seeing further ahead. He's looking at the future, and he's got bright dreams of what he wants.
We send Northmen.
Kupimen.
Jezus, Koeperman, Jezus.
Wat zijn ha? Ver ha?
Het wil je reizen. Je stjapje en je willen. John Seal en je oeser koning eilameta.
Snarre vet. Vengi kolne edvi herno metropolis.
Even pa, de leraar hier. Program. Barbarero.
Jag satt i Volvo. Milgauw der oud het al. We connect naar die.
Maar ja, de Willis. Tjopna. Je hoort oesje nesten.
Ayala hier.
Snarre vat.
Queen Willis, you come to us.
Herman Metrapos.
You're connecting him between them. What's the jet here? Tak the heel that you're on, right?
For him, my friend.
Nay.
We hate her a bit.
Ugh, Rolla, just shut up!
Eso thinks it.
That's decent.
Oh my god, he's trying. I'd be so nervous.
They said they were traders, so let's try to do some bargain shit.
Hey!
Oh
my god, are you kidding me? Oh, it's so crazy how just a difference in language can create such chaos. Oh. Okay, what have you done? And now the word is gonna spread. I'd be kicking my brother's ass. And Floki too. Oh my god. Okay.
I don't expect it to end like this, to be fair.
That was crazy. It's so nice to see. Well, it's not nice, but I find it very interesting to see a situation like this because so many moments in history could have been different if the people were more trusting. But I mean, some people show up at your shore, you don't know them, you don't know where they come from. Nobody's hostile. Nobody's hostile, but as soon as one of them doesn't understand what the other's saying, it's over. Automatically, oh, they're talking among them. It's a trap. Oh, they're ambushing us. Like, obviously, the paranoia and the fear is there because they're in unknown territory. Word of mouth is gonna spread from now on, and people are gonna see them as barbarians, and it's not gonna be peaceful. Just because they are different, because they have different culture, different gods, different beliefs, a different language. It's really good that Ragnar learned so much of their language.
He learned a bit. He wasn't able to understand every word that they were saying among themselves.
He was still capable of talking, and he created a dialogue, and the guy was happy, and he was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, you can speak my language. I'll take you to our lord and stuff." And I'm like, "Good, this is making sense. This is nice." And then you got the brother, who
didn't understand.
Yeah, first of all, he did say he did have a fight with Ragnar earlier in the episode. So there's some tension, and I don't think he's ready to follow blindly his brother anymore. Because last time he did, he was left with nothing, or almost nothing. So he doesn't want to follow him and make a mistake again. He's more ruthless, you know. He doesn't trust easily, and he's really quick to choose violence in a situation.
He's more action before question type of guy.
Yeah, kind of. But it's so crazy. It's actually blowing my mind because I'm transported back to those days, you know, and I feel like it must have been as hard, if not even harder, back then to even create some sort of link, some sort of bond with these people, because I mean they don't understand each other at all. And I add to that the fear and the unknown, and it's over. And now, I mean, forget it. Like, especially in this part of the country, they're going to be seen as barbarians that cannot be trusted, and people are going to fight back.
Oh.
Just because of that freaking Floki, and basically Rollo spread the unease in the group, and he made them doubt a little bit. He's basically doing more slowly, and I don't think it's his intention, but he's doing more slowly what the guy in the boat was doing in the first or second episode. You know, the guy who started doubting something was going on, and he was like spreading the fear and spreading the doubt, and Ragnar killed him. And I was saying, like, I don't want anyone to die, but killing him made sense, because if he had let him talk, people would have started doubting, and eventually the whole boat would be doubting him.
Yeah, but for Rollo, what he's doing is questioning Ragnar's authority.
Which is okay in a sense, because they did say that they were all going to be equals. Although now it's not the same raid. I mean, maybe in his head it still stands. I think it still stands. He's not supposed to be the leader, but he's obviously in charge because he's the only one who knows the language. So I'm like...
The only one who knows a bit words of the language.
And I feel like his... I mean, I wouldn't trust easily either in a situation like this, but the brother seems to know what he's doing. Like, Ragnar knows what he's doing, and he knows how to speak to them. He's learned a lot from the priests, so... He's more at ease with them, and you've got Rollo, who's just full of fear and not fear, but paranoia, like the king actually, not the king, the lord from their place, their home.
The Earl?
So the Earl there, thank you.
The Earl
So I'm like, I don't remember his name, but
Araldson, yeah.
But I feel like if it keeps on going like this, eventually he's gonna keep putting like doubts and fear in everyone else's minds, and eventually they will stop following Ragnar if he's not careful.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say like he has to kill his brother in order to shut him up before that happens, but I feel like this entire conversation here would have been perfectly fine if Ragnar had been the only one in charge. If the brother had not spoken. Yes, the others were like, but I mean, I'm with your brother here, Lee.
I find it a bit silly, though, that just because we are traders, we speak a bit of your tongue. Oh my god, yeah, good. Let's meet our king.
Well, they
Directly.
said they were Northmen, so it's basically that their country is in a time of peace right now, so they're not wary of travelers or anything, and they spoke of trade. I think this country is advanced enough to consider the opportunity to trade with other countries, considering that they don't know the entire world yet. It's an opportunity, and it doesn't mean that the Lord would not be protected where they met, you know. So, and he was genuinely happy to offer trade. Yes, it would have been stressful. Yes, it would have been uneasy at first.
Without trades, you don't find other items. Basically, like India brought spices, brought silk. No, maybe not India, but Asia. Basically.
I mean, it starts from there, you know?
Yeah.
When they discovered the Americas, I mean, the people went there to trade. Well, they were trying to find a way to go to India, but they found this place. And I mean, all the wars that happened after that, that was religious, and that was, I mean, that's something else. But trade, if we're talking trade, the people were open to that idea. The idea of just offering goodies from back home, and you give us stuff that we've never seen before. Trade is a very good thing to say, like, I'm here to trade. You say that, it opens so many doors, especially in those times, because they want to be better.
It's a good opportunity to get rich.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Soon.
They want to grow their riches. They want to be bigger. They want to be more powerful and learn a lot more. I mean, it's the same thing going on at Dirt Place. You know, the guy just wants to get more and more rich and just be more powerful where he is.
Yeah.
So trade helps a lot, but then you introduce the stress and the unease, and there you go.
The language
barrier,
yeah.
Which is why, like, I was really happy he kept the priest, because obviously the priest opens so many doors in this world. And I feel like right now the priest is feeling awful because he's like, oh shit, I gave them like access to the riches of my land, to other monasteries and people that are harmless and people that are innocent, and they're gonna go there and kill everyone. But I feel like I fear that's Rollo. That's what Rollo is totally there to do. Like, he's there to kill and pillage and take whatever he finds. I feel like Ragnar was talking to the Earl, and I don't think he meant everything he said. Like, he was not actively mad.
He knows how to speak to people.
Oh yeah. We saw it. Like, we saw it in the first episode when he kind of convinced the others to follow him on this voyage. Like, he knows how to speak to them, speak their language, and they will listen. With the Earl, he started talking like, oh, you know, I'll go there for you. I'm expendable. I've been there before, so I can find the riches. I'll give them to you. But we know that he's not happy that the guy took everything the first time.
He's pissed.
But he knows how to play the game.
Yeah.
So, and he's not mad at the priest for being like, you know what, no, forget whatever I said. Yeah, he's just like, shut up. If he had been mad, he would have killed him or beat him up, or I don't know. But no, he wasn't. He let him go. He literally said, you know, right now you're not in your country, you're in my country. I'm the only one who's being nice to you. You see what the others would do to you if I led them, so you have a choice. You follow me, or you're on your own. And he knew, like, he just knew he would follow.
That's right,
yeah. So I think that, and he's genuinely curious about their gods and their history.
Yes, he is, but you can see by the way he's talking, by the way he's acting, that in his any normal day life, Ragnar seems to be not someone who enjoy living the small pleasure, and he's learning to learn more about.
He's thirsty for new experiences.
That's right. Thank you.
When he was, asking the priest to join them, him and his wife, it's funny for us, and it's funny for them. Like, he was smiling so much, and he was like, hey, we want to ask you, do you want to join? And I'm like,
he was so polite too by asking that way.
Yeah, that's the thing. They just wanted to have a good time and loosen him up. But obviously, and that's another thing from this episode that kind of blew my mind, it's the cultural shock for the guy, for everyone. Because, I mean, the kids are seeing that guy and his costumes and his way of dressing up and his hair, and they find it funny, but the priest probably looks at them and finds them barbaric. He's like, okay, you've got your lifestyle.
Also, if we talk about culture shock, for the monk who came from a country of Puritans, who you do not talk about sex, you don't think about sex, and not before marriage whatsoever.
Marriage, yeah. It's totally
to be
different.
That deliberate is...
and I mean, he's human, but it takes a lot of conviction and willpower to stick to his vows. I appreciate that, even though they kind of insisted a lot, in the end they didn't force him to do this, which was why I was like, I think he ended in the right family for this. Yeah. They don't understand, and they find this funny, and I mean, it's incredible how this reflects how society is today and how the world is, because usually when you don't understand something, you make fun of it or you're afraid of it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's going on here. But I feel like maybe Ragnar's family is more open to learning about this new culture, and they're more open to understanding.
Maybe.
Like, he left him in charge of his children. It's huge. I think he trusts him at this point.
Well, I think that he knows that
he won't do anything.
Aslan is what his name, I think. He's not gonna let something happen to the kids.
Yeah, because he's a good man. They talked for so long, he probably told him all about Christianity, and he knows that if he betrays them, he's gonna bite the dust fast. So there's that. And the kids can take care of themselves as well, so there's that too. But I really enjoy, like, this entire thing. I enjoy the hidden messages and the not so hidden messages, and I find it's hard for the priest. Like, I find it hard for the priest to be in a world he doesn't understand, in a community he can't really communicate with. He can communicate with Ragnar, but the others won't listen, and he doesn't understand their customs, and he's like, he can't do anything. Like, it's like he's being forced to let behind his beliefs and his faith and his devotion.
He's a slave.
I know, but he's a slave, but
doesn't respect his own beliefs.
I feel like if he allows himself to settle a little bit, he will enjoy that a lot more. It's just sad to see him, go through this, and he's crying because, I mean, his devotion and the sign of his devotion, that's his hair, and it's growing back, so, and he can't take care of it, so it's almost like saying to someone who vouched to not speak just to show his faith, and it really means a lot to that person, and you just force him to scream, or you force him to say something.
Yeah.
So it's really sad to see him go through this, but you gotta adapt, I say.
I want to talk about something that I really enjoy in that episode, because I know a lot of shows who doesn't really take into consideration the fact that there are two different
point of view.
No, two different people from different places with different languages, and they kind of speak the same language on screen. But in that episode, we heard the English native tongue and the Viking native tongue.
Yeah.
When they were together, and of course when they are on the different side. They speak both English so that we can understand, but together it's not the same thing. And I really appreciate that little detail. Yeah.
Yeah, the details, like his eyes too. Like, it's crazy how they take the time to just brighten his eyes, and I'm like, it's giving him that look of, I'm really into this. Like, I'm intense right now. I look to this travel, and I can't wait to be there. He's driven by passion, yeah. He's really passionate. You can see it. Like, fuck. Like, his eyes are really blue.
His eyes is fucking burning.
And sometimes, like, you said it, when they were in the boat, like, the entire scene is gray, but his eyes are blue a lot. And usually it's when he's, making up a plan to go back, or when he's talking to the priest about this land, or when he's, asking questions about the West, or just the different customs. So I think it's a nice little detail. It's interesting, and oh my gosh, it's just really good.
Yeah. Also, as I did earlier, when Rollo was talking to Knut, when he was speaking, that he just simply included Lagertha into the men's group.
Yeah, she is part of the group, so.
Yet again, another consideration that women are equal to men and on the battlefield.
This is like the only thing I'm like, yeah, you're doing this right, Rollo.
I hope he's doing this right.
Alright, we're gonna end here because the conversation is going really long, and it's only episode 3. Alright, eventually, like, these points are not gonna come back in the future, or maybe they will, but not as long, so it's good that we're talking about this right now. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it's already on Patreon, so you can go down there, check it out if you want to see it.
If you want to see it now, yes. If not, you need to wait for
next week, next Tuesday.
Yeah, next week to come by. So see you in a week, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.